Look at that. I left her outside the tent last night, and there's little sheets of ice in the bottom of it this morning. This is Hadley Park caravan and camping site, and this is their pond that you can fish in for free. You just need your rod licence. Apparently it's stocked with a fair few fish, with carp up to about £20, and pretty much any method works. Been making myself a cup of coffee before I leave, and there's my tent. I've already packed some stuff away, so my sleeping bag, airbed, camp bed is already in the car. All I've really got to do is fill the rucksack with what's left over and throw it in the car, and I'm ready to go. A bit cold last night, apparently. I never felt cold, but if you look at my tent you can see there's bits of frost along the bottom. And the grass is a bit frosty as well. To be fair, I never felt the cold at all. Inside the tent it was about 3 degrees centigrade, and inside my sleeping bag it was about 15. They have these pods as well. I had a look at these earlier because my missus was saying she might come with me, but she wants to be either in a hotel or a pod. I don't quite know how that's going to work out, but I'll have a chat with her when all of this is done. Show her all the photographs and everything. All of this is for tents. You've got the edge over there where that bit of a fence is, and as you come around the corner you've got a shed. Inside there's some chairs. I think there's some charcoal and what have you in there as well, because you've got a fire pit going on the outside. You've got a nice bit of decking to look out over the pond, and the views are quite nice actually. You wouldn't think so, but they are. They're pretty good. It's sort of a little spot really. And as you walk along you'll see that fence there. There's no gate in it, so you can't go through it, but the other side of that fence is still a part of the campsite, so you can still camp there if you want to. You just can't come around this way. You can see over there there's a bit of a pathway joining the two halves of the field. You can camp anywhere you like around the pond and in the grass. Do whatever you like really. Over there in the distance there is the cafe, and that's where reception is as well. It's warm in there when I walked in last night. They were sweating away, they were working their little selves to death. Now over there is the caravan park. That building that you can see there right in the middle, that's the toilet and showers. They're actually pretty good. Took some photographs. I'm not going to video in there, that would be really a bit weird. But tidy, clean, well put together. The showers look like those that you press a button on and you get like 2 minutes of warm water and it switches off, so you have to keep pressing the button. And they've got washing facilities in there as well that are, again, clean. It's well looked after site, if you want the truth. That hedge over there, if you look the other side of it, which you can't from here, but I've got pictures of it, is the Shropshire Union Canal. There are a lot of narrowboats moored over the other side, and it's kind of like you've got a towpath on this side of the canal, which is a bit rough. It's just basically a bit of a dirt track really. The other side's got a bit of a path to it, but it's marked off as private property. I don't know how that works for moorings on the canal. Someone's going to have to tell me, because I have no idea. Now round here there is a gate to take you into the other field. I'll show you. Got some nice little decorations dotted about the place. Don't ask me why that bird has got itself into that shape. Doesn't look right, but you know. So you've got to keep your dog on a lead, that's fine. I'm not sure what the hell that is. It looks an awful lot like cow patch stuff to me. Now what you're looking at is the whole of this field. Get my fingers out the camera there. You've got the main road running along just the other side of that hedge, and you've got all around here where you can pitch if you want to. Do you know what? I think the surface of the lake, surface of the pond, has got ice on it. Yeah, it has, look. That's actually frozen across the surface. Bloody hell, it must have got really cold last night then. And there's my mess stove bill still burning away. I've made me a cup of coffee and I dropped the lid in to cut the fire off and mist. So I'm just going to leave it to burn itself out. See, pitching the whole of this field, all of it, but if you think about it, if you've got to come through that gate, you're not coming around here with a car, and you're not coming through here with a motorbike. So this is the half you come to if you're a bit more like a backpacker, with all your stuff in one rucksack sort of thing, because it'd be a bit of a hike back and forth with all your kit. But you see it goes right the way around the whole pond, and then extends all the way down there as well. Now this is a bit of a, I'll call it a little bit countrified, and I don't think even I know what I mean by that term, but I'll explain. You've got this, which is the reception and the cafe. It's got its own car park. Just across the lane, or the track, whichever you care to use, there's horse training fields and a horse training school, and there's a dog training school. And if you look a little bit over there, let's see if I can zoom in on it. Got a little area with benches and what have you. So I don't think they just do camping here, they do all sorts of other things as well. Cafe itself, when I was in there yesterday being shown where I could go and camp, it's not bad. It's fair size, plenty of tables and chairs, but it's also got some outside seating area as well. Get a little bit closer, I'll show you that. There you go. On a sunny day, that would be a nice little spot to be sitting outside, having your breakfast, or your dinner, or your tea, whatever you want to call it. And there's obviously some more just around the corner over there. I have no idea what this is. We've got a viewing place. Since we're in the country, it might be a horsey field. Got a big entrance over there, and then looking back, so that is Hadley Park. Wasn't a bad stay, cost me a tenner. Bearing in mind I could also come here and do fishing for free. So one other good thing about this site, where I'm looking now, over the top of all those trees, about 2 miles away, you got a 24-hour McDonald's, 24-hour Starbucks, and 24-hour Greggs, and a petrol station, and a little shop. And round the corner from all of that, you've got an Aldi, so if you need to top up with supplies, it's dead easy to get. And if you fancy a bit of a snack in the middle of the night, it's dead easy to get to. I've never tried it, I say, nicely wrapped up inside my sleeping bag. And it looks like it was a bit of a wise move. You might notice my car's parked in a different place. That's because the owner came to me last night and he said, I've just seen your car, and I thought, Jesus Christ, there's a good chance you're not going to get it out of there. What it is, the ground will go soft overnight and your front wheels will sink into the ground. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I imagine he runs the site, so he knows an awful lot better than I do about what can happen in these places, so I moved it. It's made it a little bit difficult to pack up because I've had to walk back and forth to the car all the time. A bit knackering really, but, you know, at least I'm going to get out, aren't I?